Hey class, this is a video on possible topics for the essays. I'm just talking broadly about concepts here. Um, this might fire you up into a certain direction. I'm not giving you like, write about this, write about that. I'm not giving you a list of things that you have to choose from. I'm keeping it open so that you can, really write about what you're interested in. That's what education is about, right? So I want you to find out what you're interested in. So let's look at some of these. The role of divine intervention in human affairs. We have a lot of that, both in Genesis and in Gilgamesh. Why? Remember, this is supposed to focus on the interaction and reasons for the gods intervening in human affairs, and what the gods believe about humans and things of that nature. So you can compare and contrast how divine creators in both of these intervene in human affairs, analyzing those specific passages that are listed under the instructions. And you could highlight one or two of those. I'm going to have a video for you next week reminding you how to write an effective essay. I'll go through the thesis statement, body paragraphs. I'd pull out quotes. That would be these specific passages that highlight these interventions in human affairs. That's a good one. I like that one. Creation and the purpose of humanity. What is the purpose of humanity in these stories? Or is there one? Right? Examine the purpose assigned to humanity or the expectations of humanity by these creators. Remember, monotheism with Genesis, one God, and then polytheism, multiple gods, battling it out in Gilgamesh, right? You can discuss the similarities and differences here, conceptualizing the human purpose and significance in broader context of the stories, right? What's the significance of humans? This is a good one. Themes of power and authority. Yeah, we got a lot of that in both of these, right? So you can analyze the dynamics of power and authority between divine creators and humans. Look for passages that reveal the hierarchy and control exercised by the divine beings over their creations. And discuss the implications of these powers and relationships, right? That's a good one. You should be able to think of a lot of these as we move through it. Possible topics: moral codes and divine expectations, right? What do they expect of the humans, and what kind of moral codes do they put on them? And then if you're into gender studies, uh, shoot, there's a prostitute from Ishtar who goes, and Enkidu is basically a god of nature. He's 2/3 beast and 1/3 man, but he's part of nature. He talks to the animals. I mean, he's part of nature as much as Humbaba, I would say, is also part of nature. But when he is exposed to sex and the prostitute and Ishtar's attempt to turn him into a civilized human, I mean, he can no longer talk to the animals, right? He gets attacked by them, just like Gilgamesh does, gets attacked by the lions and so forth. That's interesting. But these codes that are implicated through here, Adam and Eve. Eve gave him the apple. Adam turned on her and said, "Well, she gave it to me." We mentioned that one, right? And then what are these expectations, right? Nature of punishment and redemption. Are Adam and Eve redeemed? Is Gilgamesh redeemed? That's a good one. And how is he redeemed? What causes him to become redeemed? Possibly facing the fact that he is mortal. Hey man, I'm not going to live forever, so I might as well do the most good I can. Examine instances of punishment and redemption in selected passages once again, and discuss the nature of divine retribution for disobedience. Remember, these people are like getting wiped out, like wiped off the face of the earth. And what opportunities do they have for redemption? Explore how these themes contribute to shaping the relationships between the divine and human beings. I like this one too, symbolism and imagery. Whew. There's a lot of that. Masculine symbolism, female symbolism, sexual symbolism, debauchery symbolism, wine symbolism, godly symbolism, wind, fire, symbols everywhere, right? So analyze how specific symbols and imagery cover deeper meanings about the relationship between these creators and their creations. What are the deeper meanings hidden? The bull of heaven. And discuss the cultural and religious significance of these symbols. That's good. Remember, these aren't meant to be research papers, okay? These are all coming from the source, the text, and you. There are no outside sources at all. Cultural context and influences. This one's great. Consider the cultural and historical context of Gilgamesh and Genesis. Explore how these cultural backgrounds of these narratives influence the portrayal of divine and human relationships. Discuss the impact of cultural context on the interpretation of similarities and differences in these relationships. That one's good too. That one can deal with gods. That one can deal with women. That can deal with a lot of different issues there. And then narrative perspectives and characterization within these. Okay. Discuss how authors portray the personalities and attributes of the divine creators versus those of the creations. And explore the narrative choices that contribute to shaping those relationships within the story. So there it is. I hope that helps you. That's just broad topics. This can go all over the board. Once again, this is not a research paper. This is the text and you. And Joseph Campbell, if you want to use The Hero with a Thousand Faces, we've read part of him, and he's in our supplemental materials as well. So look forward to this. Next week we will be working on the assignment, and I will see you then. Let me know if you have questions. You can email me, you can call me, you can text me, you can post in that ongoing discussion thread that's in the classroom even. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Have a blessed day.